just drop the track that'll make you bounce and act.
Cause I'm on white man. Cause I'm on white man. Mr. White down, you heard me? Fox a million. Cause I'm on this beat.
I'm rolling up in a big gray bus and I'm shackled down myself, that's who I trust. The minute I arrived, some sucker got hit, shanked 10 times behind some bullshit. Word in the pen, the fool was a snitch. So without hesitating, I made a weapon quick. Found a sharp piece of metal, take it to a stick. Then the bullhorn sounds, that means it's time for chow. My first prison meal, the whole feeling was foul. It wasn't quite my style, but my stomach growled. So I washed the shit down and hit the weight pile. The brothers were swole, the attitudes was cold. I felt the tension on the yard from the young and the old. But I'm a warrior, I got my ground to hold. So I studied the inmates to see who had the power. The whites, the blacks, or just the gun tower.
Yo, man, I was up in Jamestown, man, on the dorm 8, man, on the weight pile, man. And these two fools was fighting white boys, man. White boy put his arm through the window, man, back on, like, hanging out, man. The CEOs didn't even want to touch him, man. There's like blood everywhere. But I think they came and stick that boy on his commissary, man. It was real bad, man. It was real crazy up there, man. It was wild.
In a blink of an eye, a riot broke out. Blacks put their backs to the wall, cause it was north and south. A gunman shouts and everybody had doubts, till the bullets started flying, took 2 men out. Then they rushed everybody back to their cells. Damn, the pen is different from the county jail. I'm in a one-man cell, I know my life's on the scale. I wonder if that gunman is going to hell. This is my second day, I got a 10-year stay. I learned my first lesson in the pen you don't play. I seen a brother kill another cause they said he was gay. But that's the way it is, it's been that way for years. When his body hit the ground, I heard a couple of cheers. It kinda hurt me inside that they were glad he died. And I asked myself just who had the power. The whites, the blacks, or just the gun tower.
Talking about the ghetto, funky, funky ghetto. Trying to survive, trying to stay alive. The ghetto, the ghetto. Talking about the ghetto, the ghetto.
Even though the streets are bumpy, lights burned out, dope fiends die with a pipe in their mouth. Old school buddies not doing it right. Every day it's the same and it's the same every night. I wouldn't shoot you, bro, but I'd shoot that fool if he played me close and tried to test my cool. Every day I wonder just how I die. Only thing I know is how to survive.
That's what it's all about. Okay. So why don't you tell my audience who you are? What's your name?
My name? Don Mills.
Don Mills. What do you do, Don?
Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's going to take me a minute to get used to this. I just have to be me. I pull my buggy, do our jobs, live on the street. I just survive, do what God loves.
How old are you?
48.
48. How long have you been living on the streets?
10 years.
10 years?
Mm-hmm.
Can you remember the day that it started? I mean, when you just realized that tonight I'm gonna sleep on the streets. Did you know that night that this was gonna be?
I knew exactly what day it started. When my wife called me and they served me divorce papers. It was 10 years ago on November the 1st. Yes, I can remember that.
And when before you got divorced, where were you living at? What was going on with you and your wife?
I just got out of control. Alcoholism, alcohol abuse.
So would that have anything to do with these all these alcoholic bottles you collecting, or why do you collect bottles?
Well, I got to make a living. You know, you got to live some kind of way. I don't want to steal and lie and cheat. It's an honest living. So even though I don't have my job and my wife, I still try to do the right thing.
What about family besides your wife?
Oh, I got a big family. Texas, Oklahoma, Georgia. I stay in touch with them briefly.
Do they know how you're living out here?
No, they have no idea.
You haven't told them?
No.
Will you tell them? What if they see this show?
If they see this show, then I can't do nothing but say, hey, you know, this is it. I don't tell them, I talk to them. They know something is wrong.
I see other guys kind of living like what I perceive you to be living. Their stories, are their stories the same?
No, most of those guys, they stealing, selling drugs, or then stole from their family. But see, that's the difference. My family are waiting on me. I'll be in a race. Those guys won't. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference.
So can you tell, all right, now say a young guy that think this will never happen to them. You know how like you just believe you'll never be a bum.
I never thought I'd live like this. I never, in my wildest dreams, I got a college education. I married a CPA, so did you think that I ever thought I would be like this? But I didn't realize when she took my family, it make a man, you know, I just don't give a, I ain't gonna use that word, but you know what I'm saying.
Right. So did you, not only did you gave up on that, do you feel like you gave up on yourself?
That's what I did, and that's what I shouldn't have did. I gotta realize that that's done and get myself back, and that's what you're trying to help me do. At least you're inspiring me. Okay. I'm just keeping it real, brother.
Okay. All right, man. Well, we're gonna continue this interview a little bit later. Say something to the guys, the youngsters here that's watching this show, 17, 18 years old, that think this will never happen to them.
Oh, you say something to them? Get out of the game. Get any kind of education you can. Go to church and listen to your mama. I mean, that's all I can tell you. Because mama ain't gonna lead you wrong. God ain't gonna lead you wrong. And get you an education. It's okay to roll with the big tires and all that, but all that game and them videos and the drugs and all that, it's gonna put you right here where I'm at.
Now, how long have you been doing this right here?
You mean right here at this spot?
Just collecting the cans, and when you first got your basket, you said, I'm gonna start collecting cans to take care of myself. Did you kind of know what the other guys you seen when you were younger collecting cans and you thought about it?
Well, see, yeah, at first I was embarrassed and I thought people were laughing, man, I'm collecting cans, but they was stealing, lying, cheating, selling dope. I said, well, at least this is honest. So I got past the laughter. People see me now, they say, hey, that'll go down, he going to work.
What about the government? How do you feel? It's a black man, college education, married a CPA. How can a person like that end up like this in the United States?
It ain't hard, man. Because actually, when I got out of school, they hired me. A lot of brothers are just token brothers. They had the minority law. So they had to have a black. So they started replacing us with the Chinese. And I don't get me wrong, I'm not prejudiced. They got a right to live too. So if a brother going to get an education, he better start pulling some 3.5s and some 3.8s and almost a 4.0. Because they show you on TV, them brothers walking around in executive boardrooms, that's television. In real life, it ain't but a handful of brothers doing that. You know, that's the only way I can express it. I'm just keeping it real.
Martin's dream, Malcolm's dream, Malcolm's dream, Martin's dream, Medgar's dream. Knowing that my name is acronyms and I look at words in a different way. When I look at the word dream, dream told me democracy really excludes American minorities in the world today, that it hurts me every time that I go back to the neighborhood and I see my brothers and sisters hanging in the hood the same way the Klansmen used to hang our brothers and sisters in the woods. Go ahead. Leaving death with unconscious thoughts lead to death. Hearing stupid Stupid things from my friends talking about. I heard you fear coming to the hood because you conscious now and you are a poet and you walk that light now. Heard you fear coming to the hood because you don't want your kids to know where you come from. I heard you fear because you don't like the game no more. I heard you fear now. Heard you fear now. Heard you fear. To understand fear is to become fear. And to know fear is to absorb fear. And when I looked at the word fear, it told me I was free, equal, and respected amongst my peers. But I guess that's one thing he didn't understand right there. So I had to decipher my friend between jealousy or was it hate? See, if it was jealousy, I'll look at him like a primate. You know, first man with no plan, never seemed to stand on his own 2 feet to represent his own life like a real true man. Or it could be hate. And you know how we spell hate. H-A-T-E. See, that's hate. Having a thoughtless experience wishing you was in my place crying on hate, trying to break me down as I keep loading my visual clips, unloading my lyrical ammunition to assist the submission of your wrongdoing. But you choose to look me up and down like you're right and I'm wrong. No, the sensation in your chest is telling you that I'm right and you're right from wrong.
Corner. Paul, I want to thank you for letting us come out and CCQ and being a part of CCQ. This is a very important part of CCQ, giving back. I want to thank Keno Monica for putting this together, along with Paul and Paul Cozy Corners, yeah, and coming in, stepping up for me, stepping up for CCQ. Both of them are members. Cozy Corner has joined CCQ to be on the forefront of helping grown men be grown men. And that's what this is about. It's time for all this playing to cease and for grown men to stand up for being grown men. So, you know, with all bullshit aside and all BS aside, I want to introduce you to Don. You met him before, but here Don go again. Don, come step into this frame.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Come on over here. Step right up in here. Y'all met Don before at Bobby T's. Now, this is another level of this. You got him in the shot? Yeah. We do that technical stuff later. Don is here on the second level of this. We met, he told you about who he is, why he is, and what he is, and now it's just that Don is willing to show that he's ready to make a change too. Just like I'm willing to make a change. I don't see myself, don't know, you might see, we can split the screens, you see two different people. I don't see myself no different as this man standing right here. Now you watch us work, give us a year. We finna go inside, we finna meet Keno, introduce Don and Keno, and we finna just do what we do. We finna get him cleaned up just a little bit more, because all it takes is a little bit. CCQ. Thanks again, Paul. Thanks again, Keno. We'll be right back with you.
I can't do no more people. I got a brother picking me up a problem, got a brother cutting my hair, and I ain't spending a dime. I can't say nothing good. It's all with God, though. And it all comes from CCQ. And you know, what can I say? I love my brothers, and my brothers, this is a blessing. That's the best thing I can say about it. It don't get no better than this.
Yeah, man. Boys, you got boys?
I got boys, man. You know, we got a lot of things going on in our community. And we got a lot of unnecessary things going on right now
I know what you're
today
saying.
in our communities, man.
Exactly what you're talking about.
I try to give back just by being here every day. We got people, we get more than just one person coming here that we got to look out for, man, you know.
I still appreciate it, my brother. That's tough, man.
Yeah, it's tough, but you know, we gonna get through it.
They need some guidance. Young boy needs somebody to get out there and talk to him. Give him something to do besides riding around and bumping that noise and not going to church. You got no father. Some of them need big brothers. Brothers like us get out there and help them. And I know y'all helping me, so I got to give something back. That is good, man. It's time for a new generation. Jesse Jackson and all them, I said, ready. Jesse Jackson and them all getting old. You know, and it's been a while since these youngsters that they ain't had no Malcolm X and no Jesse Jackson. It's time for them to get a hold of somebody. The CCQ might be what they need to get a hold of to deliver a positive message. But they ain't got to, them brothers get old. It's time for somebody to come along. You know, and if you're on the right path, ain't nothing wrong with you. You ain't telling me no wrong, brother. I've been blessed since I've been in you. So that's the only way I can look at it. You ain't doing nothing wrong, and them boys need a message. Somebody to follow. A good role model. And Ain't nothing wrong with it. You get educated, get them to wise, and get them a family and chill out. That's what it's all about. Yeah, I know. But it got to start somewhere. That's a difficult position to be in, being a teacher. But you know, you just have to tell them this is the curriculum, you got to do it, you know. Even if they is making more money, they still got to be there, they got to do it, man. You know, the way I look at it, just because you're on the computer doing that, you still got to be educated. You still got to learn how to read and write, be articulate, pick up a law book and read it without calling a lawyer every time one little thing happens. You know, or, you know what I'm saying? They computer ain't everything. It's nice, but you need to learn the basics and listen to that people. So what you gonna do when the computers break down? You're gonna be stuck like this. And the ones like us know how to use a pencil, then we'll go off and leave y'all. Get your education, listen to the people. Even if you're making more money, still be there. Be there and handle your business. You ain't always have no computer. All of them go berserk and you can't even read and write. That's a shame. Just chill out for a minute and listen to the people.
Cause it shows me. Everybody singing, yeah, dancing to the music. On the radio, the bad boys having a party. Everybody singing, with the bad boys dancing to the music. On the radio,
Make me feel 100% better.
The head feel lighter. Have you seen it?
But I can feel the air of it. It's not the whole life ago.
Yes. Hey, well, you know, the Korean time.
bad boy. He's gonna sneak out tonight. He's gonna tip out her window. Dip out her window. Oh, bad boy. He's gonna sneak out tonight. He's gonna tip by her window. Dip by her window.
What do you think so far?
I think it's an outstanding program. My background with corrections and juveniles, and what I've seen is people who get parole and stuff, they go back to where they came from, and many times what happened, there is no programs available to reintegrate them back into society. So they end up doing what they do best, or doing what they used to do before they got arrested and was convicted of a crime. I think it's a matter of issue. I think it's one of those kinds of things where once you get that rap on you as being a convict or ex-offender, you're so-called labeled as a failure. So society expects you to fail. They expect you to get back out there and do what you do best. Sling drugs, do what you do, steal, commit crimes, what have you. I think the focus should be upon educating our legislators and let them know that money and stuff should be put into programs to help these people come back out and readjust to society. Because you have to look at prison like this. If you do your time, you paid your debt to society. So now society should help you get your life back together. You paid your debt.
So,
10, 15, 20 years, 25 years, however time you've been locked up, you paid that debt.
so is it the council people? Is it the assembly people? Is it the governor? Is it the mayor, Fargo?
It starts at all those people, with all those people that you mentioned. Your local legislature, your city council, your state, and even back in Washington, D.C. You need to let these people know what's going on. Write letters, demonstrate, march, organize, and let them know what's happening and get involved.
Okay, now what about the community? What role do they play in this?
I think the community plays a vital role, particularly the city council, because they have connections in Washington, D.C. They can earmark funds and set up programs and stuff to assist those people coming out of prison. You know, you bring up a very important point. Many times those people are unfamiliar with the criminal justice system. Many times they have never even set foot inside of a prison, even on a tour, even on a visit. So they don't know what goes on. They don't know what programs are available. They don't know anything about prison.
But they're running it.
But they're running it. There's many reasons why they haven't come together. I think a lot of us, we forget about where we came from. I think we forget about those who are less fortunate and don't have what we have, and we fail to think about it's all about us, it's all about me. You know, anything, something that's been said many years ago, and I might quote from Malcolm X, anything for us has to be done by us. Yes.
All right, man.
That's what he used to.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate it.
Oh, don't worry about it.
1990, Chubb Rock jumps upon the scene with a lean and a pocket full of green. The green doesn't symbolize I made it on the top, but RoboCop last year was a shock. The tone of the Popeye cut shook your butt. Kids are screaming, the media says what? Kind of music is this for you to dance to? The man with the plan and the band demands you. Leave the smack and the crack for the whack, for the ball and the knock, keep a smile like that. Leave the knife and the gun in the store and ignore temptation set by the nation. Racial game cause his pain needs a new rep. In your heart and mind, never forget Yusef Hawkins, and when you walk in, you know what you're squatting. Black on black, remember that, it's important. Anyway, the shunless one bring forth the fun. No hatred, the summer's almost done. No time for sleep. Jump in your Jeep and pump up the funky beat. Holy beeper goes off, yo, smash it, then trash it. You're too young to be plumped in a casket. Just get your boys and bring the noise and just swing it. And party people, sing it. Dibs on the big man. Can he come out? Can he come out and slam a jam? I'm his number one fan, yes I am. All these kids realize that I'm the man. 6'3" and maybe a quarter of an inch bigger than last year, but still a unique figure. Rob Swinger, Doc, no dinky, and hot dog know that I'm a man that was born to have a mic on next to me at all times, ready to kick a rhyme that'll keep me out of financial bind. That's why when it comes to fans, I'm never mean. Kids on St. James between Gates and Green always says hello, cause I'm a modest fellow. Never try to play a superstar that's mellow, cause if these kids don't go buy our records, we'll be has-beens and plus naked. So we owe them, so pull out your pen, sign an autograph, you might make a new friend. So just get your boys and bring the noise and just swing it. Now party people in the house, sing it. Listen up, how the man with the plan and the band rips it up. Beats the Howie T, good looking G. Swing a hot dog, Doc, no butt, F, love a dinky. Fish and chips with the hippie hips. Before the tune ends, give me some lips. Sanity Crystal, my niece, and Lady Kazam, my homegirl, peace. And leave the guns and have fun. Out.
Universal people looking for the perfect me. All the world nations looking for the perfect me. Mighty Zulu nation, they have found the perfect me. I'm Africa, Bambata, I possess the perfect me.
Looking for the perfect beat.
Searching for